Let's take a look at number 34. And first we're going to do it on the calculator using the RREF method, and then I'll do it by hand. So 34, we got 2x minus 3y is equal to negative 5, and x plus 4y is equal to 4. Well, to use REF, all the variables have to be on one side, numbers on the other side, and the x is lined up, y is lined up, and the number on the other side equals lined up. Which this is all in good shape. So we got 2, negative 3, negative 5, and 1, 4, and 4. You drop the variables and the equals and just keep the number in their signs. So that's what we're going to put in our calculator. So I'll go to my matrix menu. I'll do second, x and negative 1. If you're on a T83, you just go into the MATRX button. Now that's a T83, not a T83 plus. We'll left arrow over to edit, enter on A. It's asking for rows by columns. This is a 2 by 3, so I do 2 enter, 3 enter. And type in each number. So 2 enter, negative 3 enter, negative 5 enter, 1 enter, 4 enter, 4 enter. Then we'll exit out by doing second mode. Now we'll go through our REF process. I'll do second, x and negative 1, right arrow to math, up arrow to RREF. Make sure you choose the one with 2 R's. Enter on it. Go back in my matrix menu, do enter on A, and enter again. Now we had 2 equations, 2 variables, so we look at the first 2 by 2 matrix, that's square. We see we got diagonal 1, 0's everywhere else. That means it worked. Now we got decimals, and change decimals to fraction. You do math, enter, enter. So our answer to this problem will be negative 8 elevenths and 13 elevenths, assuming I typed the numbers in correctly. Negative 8 elevenths, 13 elevenths, looks like B is in Bill. So our answer is going to be B. So 34B. And go down, and it checks. Now let's look at how to do it by hand. Let's refresh our memory on elimination. So this is a linear system of equations, and this is 2 by 2 equations, 2 variables, and this is elimination or addition. Different books call different things. I couldn't tell you what our current book even calls it. They kind of go back and forth. Okay. Step 1. Line up the like terms. Step 2. Multiply one or both of the equations by a number, and I'm going to put an S on there because it could be 2 numbers. Such that either the x's or y's are additive inverses of each other. Additive inverses of each other. Now what I mean by the additive inverses, one of them will be a negative 5x and the other one will be a 5x. Negative 3y and a positive 3y. So they're going to be the same except for the signs in front. Now add the equations and solve for the remaining variable. And now plug this value into one of the original equations and solve for the other variable. So let's look at these steps. Okay, so we got 2x minus 3y is equal to negative 5, and x plus 4y is equal to 4. Now, it doesn't matter which one you eliminate. I'll probably eliminate the x's. That's a little easier. Because I see this as a 2x. This just has to be a negative 2x, and then they're additive inverses of each other. They're already lined up and everything. So I want to multiply this second equation by negative 2. So first equation remains as is. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times 4y is negative 8y. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. I think that was step, what step was that? Step 2. So step 3, add the equations together and solve for the remaining variable. When you add them together, if they're additive inverses, then that variable disappears completely. 2x minus 2x drops away. Negative 3y, negative 8y is negative 11y. And negative 5, negative 8 gives us negative 13, I believe. And solve for the remaining variables. So we'll divide both sides by negative 11. And we get y is equal to 13 over 11. Now step 4, plug this into one of your original equations, doesn't matter which one. Second one looks a little easier. X plus 4y equals 4. And we just said y was 13 elevenths. So I'll put that in there. 4 times 13 gives us 52 over 11 equals 4. Now if you hate fractions, you could go ahead and multiply everything by 11 and get rid of it that way. I don't mind them. So I'm going to take the 52 elevenths over to the right side. Becomes a negative 52 elevenths. This is a mixed number, and the key thing here is the negative has to go up on top. So we'll take 4 times 11, which gives us 44, and plus the negative 52, that gives us negative 8 elevenths. Now if you stink at fractions, no big deal. Calculus is really nice for them. 4 minus 52 elevenths, you do 4 minus 52, divide by 11, enter, and then you do math, enter. And that gives you a negative 8 elevenths. Now if you're going into nursing, you need to know how to do fractions by hand, so never use a calculator for what I just showed you. So our answer is negative 8 elevenths and 13 elevenths, which would be, what did I say, B as in Bill, like that.